a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that PIHL hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchock here at the Alpha Complex in Harmarville inside the USA rink for tonight's PIHL Hockey Night Live Week 4 doubleheader on TenbandTV presented by Iron Bridge. Game 1 tonight, a grudge match. The second meeting between a Class AAA stalwart and a Class AAA newcomer as the Pittsburgh Central Catholic Vikings in their off-white jerseys warming up off to our right take on the team in green warming up off to our left, the South Fayette Lions in PIHL Class 3A action. And the first meeting between these clubs, which also ended up being the first Class 3A win in history for South Fayette, was an instant classic on October the 7th at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center. South Fayette rallied, then rallied again to defeat Central Catholic by a 6-5 final score in the sudden victory period, with Owen Chiapetta scoring the game winner just 20 seconds into the extra session on the first shot of overtime, no less, for either side. And so The Lions, to this point, still looking for their first regulation win as a member of Class 3A. They come in with 2 regulation losses and that 1 overtime victory under the guidance of 6th-year head coach Matt Schwartz. And warming up off to our left in the mix is the second banana scoring-wise on this South Fayette team, and someone else who could be a big factor in the rematch tonight, number 19 in green, Trevor D'Alessandro, the senior forward and erstwhile PIHL All-Star, 27 points in 20 games last season, 69 points in 61 career varsity games with the program, 5 points so far this year, including 2 goals on the power play. And that 5-point total ties him with Chiapetta coming into week 4 for the team lead. And for Pittsburgh Central Catholic, under the guidance of first-year head coach Anthony Rayco, the former Seneca Valley bench boss, they're trying to break out of some struggles of their own. They come in with just 1 win in regulation, 2 regulation losses, and 2 overtime losses for a total of 5 points, which puts them middle of the pack in the 11-team AAA classifications. Central Catholic, looking for some big stuff tonight from number 27, Judah Brophy. Brophy, 4 goals, 6 points. Number 27 in off-white, warming up off to our right. The junior coming into this contest after being held in check by the Lions defense in the last meeting between these clubs. A veteran of the S-Mark Stars, better known now as the Pittsburgh Stars travel program, 15 points in 17 games for Central Catholic last season as a sophomore. He could be a breakout player for them this year. And the captain, number 18, you see warming up, Griffin Lewis, who was the team's leading scorer last season and in the top 10 in Class AAA in goals and points a year ago. He's played 3 games and has registered just 1 point in those 3 contests. So Central Catholic, for them to break out of their doldrums, you got to think that he's going to have to get going. And this is a matchup between the 2 most scored against teams in the AAA classification coming into week 4. So something's got to give offensively, and I don't think anybody would be too surprised to see another track meet style game just like we had in Mount Lebanon a couple of weeks ago. Goaltending wise for South Fayette, Jackson Ankrum and Andrew Carson have been the duo to this point, the sophomore and the senior respectively, getting the minutes for Matt Schwartz. We'll see who gets the nod tonight. For Central Catholic, their number 1 has been senior Ben Balla, number 50, who is played in 4 games out of 5 total for Pittsburgh Central Catholic with a .326 goals against average. And he took the loss the last time these teams faced each other. And we would certainly expect him to get a shot at redemption here for the host Vikings tonight. Game 1 of 2 here at the Alpha Complex. South Fayette and Central Catholic, PIHL Class 3A, the top flight, taking center stage on a chilly Thursday night in Western Pennsylvania. And again, we thank Iron Bridge for their sponsorship of Game 1 of tonight's PIHL Hockey Night Live doubleheader on TenbandTV. Before we forget, also, we'd like to welcome a new season sponsor to the fold, Temple's Strength and Performance. Welcome aboard, boys, and we look forward to lots of great PIHL hockey with you supporting our broadcasts, and we thank you for doing so for the 2024-2025 season. The first month of regular season play will be in the books a week from tonight. Both these teams trying to shake off slow starts and get things going here in the 26th season of Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League hockey. South Fayette, 2023 Penguins Cup and Pennsylvania Cup champions in Class 2A, playing in Class 3A for the first time since the program was established in the year 2000. Braden Rygard, who had a big goal the last time these teams met, takes the opening faceoff for South Fayette. But Luke Gesso, who had the equalizer in that first meeting, wins the faceoff for the Vikings, who move this puck from right to left on your TV, computer, or mobile device to begin the game. And it's Lions captain Eli Petter playing it up the far boards. Petter at center, Mason Imler giving chase, and it's played just beyond his reach in the nick of time by Gavin Watson, the junior defenseman. Aaron Daly at center. Daly 11 points in the St. Margaret Fall faceoff, which used to be held at this venue prior to 2024. Centering pass for Noah Ritz, who puts it just wide. Ritz, the senior forward and 2024 All-Star, 7 points in his first 5 games. Had a goal and set up 2 others in the first meeting between these clubs. Imler from his own boards up to Petter. Retreating defensively is Billy George Jr. Ritz has it at his own blue line, chased by Mikhail Lobanov. The Vikings gain center red and dump it in again. Nate Snyder, the freshman, reverses the play to Petter. Lobanov from his own circle, trying to dance around a pair of Central Catholic Vikings. Central taking over and trying to play it up ahead to Lewis. Lewis too well covered by Snyder. Up ahead it comes now to Dylan Mock. Mock taken off the puck immediately by Dante Albanese, the junior. Albanese playing his first year of varsity hockey for Central. Ritz ricochets that puck off the boards. Lewis unable to locate it. D'Alessandro at center, sends it around. Lobanov anticipating, centers for D'Alessandro, couldn't handle that pass. It comes right to Bailey Donahue, the rookie forward, making his PIHL varsity debut here tonight for Central. Dylan Mock up to the Pittsburgh Vengeance logo at center ice. The Vengeance, the travel team that has occupied this building for many years. A lot of kids on both these clubs have played for the Pittsburgh Vengeance at one time or another, it should be noted. Shot from an angle, it goes in! The Vikings have scored! It's 1-0 Central Catholic with 14:38 remaining in the first period. Jackson Ankrum thought he had the post covered, and Chris Sargo, the freshman, thought otherwise. His 3rd goal of the campaign, and Central hops out on top. And so the first official shot of the game for either team ends up lighting the lamp, and it belongs to Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Ankrum won the last meeting between these teams, making 18 saves in the process. 496 goals against, 783 save percentage coming into Thursday night. Won both his appearances last year as a freshman, allowing just 4 goals in those 2 games. Deflected at center by Petter off the stick of Santino Strobel. Rocco Bovalina going for that loose puck in the neutral zone. It's picked up first, however, by Jay Donahue. Donahue with 10 points in 18 games last season, yet to get on the sheet this season. Donahue retreating and sends it near side to his defensive partner Watson. No icing. Santino Vizio in deep. Shot from another angle is denied, this time by Ankrum. Kane Phillip, the alternate captain, was trying to make that low percentage play happen, and this time Ankrum was wise to it. From between his own circles, Vizio up to center to nobody in particular. Watson will send it right back in. Lions changing on the fly. Chris Sargo, the Central Catholic freshman, his 3rd goal of the season, has his team on top early. Daly at center. Inside Lions ice. Petter lost an edge trying to play that puck. Lewis went down as well for Central Catholic. Rygard up to center for Imler. Imler is double teamed quickly now by George and Lewis. Played out in front, a one-timer right on the doorstep of Ben Bala, and the senior has his first save of the night. Bala 1-3, the aforementioned 326 goals against, 894 save percentage, and 234.5 minutes of action coming into tonight. Last year, a 290 goals against and a 903 save percentage that ranked 6th overall, tied for 6th actually among Class AAA netminders. Petter dumps it into Central Catholic ice. George off the skate of Rygard and right to Bala, who will cover it up. Lobanov against Nate Morgan. Lobanov wins the faceoff. Lobanov wrapping it around in front. It comes to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro on goal. Bala the save. D'Alessandro gets his own rebound back as he's chased to the corner by Matt Weber. Vikings get it up to center. Here's Sargo, the goal scorer, over the attacking line, chased by Petter. Sargo out in front. Ankrum the save. Has trouble with the rebound. Backhand try. Ankrum this time the pad save. Yard sale at center ice. One of the Vikings without a stick. That was Weber. Petter behind his own net, resetting the play for South Fayette. Dylan Mock, one-touch pass to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro puts it off the body of Weber, who has a new blade now. Out in front it comes. Snapshot by Mock. Glove save by Bala. Rebound sent to the boards. Lions just barely keep that puck inside the zone. Dylan Mock gets it deep. Snyder and his mates forced to tag up. Lobanov onside, flips it in the general direction of Bala. Brody File pinching to try and get that puck to the corner. Snyder keeps it in the zone. Weber reversing the play to Strobel. Strobel unable to exit the area. Weber trying to take matters into his own hands. Good job there by South Fayette to keep the Vikings kind of bottled up there for a while, but still nothing to show for it with 10.5 to go in the first. Icing on the Lions. Sargo's goal officially unassisted. 2:24 into the first period. Trago and Bowser, the USA Hockey officiating crew for Game 1, resume play. Puck bounces up into Central Catholic territory. Playing it carefully for the Vikings is Jay Donahue. Near corner comes to Weber. Correction, that's Watson trying to play it up to center. Rygard through a sea of humanity still has this puck somehow for the Lions. Rygard to the goal. Rygard shoots, save made, Bala, the rebound right in front. Imler misses the partially exposed net. Turnaround shot by Imler. Bala the save, it's still loose. Lions with another good shift here, down by a goal. Sargo from his own boards, near side to Daly. Daly from the high slot. Ankrum the save, no rebound. Matt Schwartz making wholesale changes before this defensive zone draw. Controlled by the Vikings. Shot by Ritz is blocked by D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro left wing side. Poke check from behind by an oncoming Brophy. South Fayette offside. Central Catholic with an early edge in faceoffs. A noticeable one at that, as this puck is chipped around the boards by Vizio. Mock from his own end, up to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro with room to maneuver. D'Alessandro shooting just wide of the far post. He had Bovalina go into the net. Here come the Vikings the other way. It's a shot off Ankrum, who made the shoulder save. South Fayette once again in transition, 3-on-2. Dylan Mock catches up to it. Takes the check, sends the puck to the corner. Albanese around the boards for Brophy. Back and forth we go. Ritz unable to take that lead pass. No icing. Midway through the first period, the only goal belongs to Central Catholic, courtesy of Chris Sargo. Randall Fisher trying to get a step on Morgan. Morgan wins that foot race. File trying to get it up to Fisher. Petter going down at center. Chance for Morgan. Centering pass, and that's fanned on. The attempted shot by Bailey Donahue. Bit of a break there for South Fayette. They try to get another quick counter going. Mason Vidak, the sophomore, seeing his first ever varsity minutes tonight for Matt Schwartz. Ankrum settles it down. Petter. And eventually it comes to Bailey Donahue. Vidak at center, chased by Morgan. Dumps that puck and comes off for a line change. Lead pass goes by everything and everybody. Face off in South Fayette ice forthcoming. And a pregnant pause here as one of the on-duty game officials needs to cross over to the South Fayette bench area. And Eli Petter, the Lions captain, is being given medical attention as play resumes. That shot blocked by Ivan Kalenko. Rygaard on his backhand up to center and swatted out of midair. No high stick, they say. Watson at the offensive blue line through the legs of Vizio, who goes down. Up to center for Rygaard. Vikings take over. Here comes Strobel over the line. Nick Haliburka getting it around the net. Kept in and shot wide of Ankrum by Jay Donahue. This puck deflected just wide by Haliburka. It comes out in front again. Too many green shirts in the way. South Fayette will settle for an icing call here with 6.5 left in the period. And they will change personnel once again. And Petter's actually going to go off for a couple minutes here and get looked at more closely. He was holding up his left hand on the South Fayette bench, so do with that information what you will. Face-off won by the Vikings. Centered for Albanese. Albanese toward goal. It's deflected just wide. That was a good play by Daly. Just couldn't hit the target. Gesso fighting for it. Daly at the edge of the left circle. Gesso for Daly one more time. Daly under duress. To right point. Unable to take the pass was George. South Fayette gets a bit of a respite. Albanese being chased by Lobanov. Lobanov gets it to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro tees it up. That save is made by Balla, and the rebound is deflected wide. Lions win the puck battle. D'Alessandro unable to get positioning on George, who this time clears the area. Up it comes to Albanese. Albanese around Vizio. Albanese from the circle. On front it comes. One-timer put wide by Daly. And he had Ankrum leaning the wrong way, too. Daly one more time. Turnaround shot. Ankrum the save. Phillip from distance. I'll take that. Thank you very much, says Jackson Ankrum. 5:14 remaining. Anthony Rako, you saw him on the central bench trying to give a little extra attaboy there to Daly. Grade 8 chance on that shift for the Vikings, but unable to double their lead. Vizio up to Bovolino. Vidak trying to play it up to center. Rygaard. And it's center Barofi now over the attacking line for Central Catholic. For Noah Ritz. Ritz drops it to the point. Travado through traffic. Rygaard on the counterattack for the Lions. Rygaard on goal, save made Bala, and he quickly covers it atop the crease. Robert Chiapena, one of the Lions' top guns, scoring runner-up in AA last year, not appearing in the South Fayette lineup tonight, but South Fayette with a good push since giving up that early goal. Still 1-0 Central Catholic as time ticks away in the first. D'Alessandro battling with Jay Donahue. Donahue goes down to his stomach trying to protect that puck. Imler wiggling free out in front for Kalenko. Kalenko couldn't tee it up. Randall Fisher off a stick. Fisher peeling back as it's reeled in by Bailey Donahue. Imler unable to get it deep. Sargo settles it down just beyond his own blue line. Sargo has some trouble handling that puck. D'Alessandro takes notice and tries to get it free to Imler, but the Vikings recover. And here comes Strobel. Strobel centering for Morgan. Morgan dispossessed. Dylan Mock up ahead of the play. Offside are the Lions. David Ketterer on now for the Vikings to take this face-off, and Central Catholic controls it. Ankrum plays it behind the South Fayette net. It's taken by Ketterer. Ketterer to the point for Albanese. Albanese through traffic. Glove save by Ankrum. Final 3 of the first period. Bovolino coming on for the ensuing face-off. Made his varsity debut in the season opener for South Fayette, a loss against North Allegheny in Mount Lebanon. Vizio trying to get it up to Mock. Romanelli behind his own net. And in the corner now, Halliburka. Strobel fighting for it. Halliburka out in front. Strobel couldn't handle that pass. Mock with it now defensively for South Fayette. Up to center. Mock turning defense into offense as he chases his puck to the corner. Lions changing behind the play as this comes out to Kane Phillip. Phillip 1 against 3. From distance, he fires wide. Daly around the boards. Phillip giving chase. South Fayette gets there first. Gesso with a good keep. Snyder up the boards, intended for Bovalino. Imler off the glass, and it stays in play. However, it'll be icing on South Fayette. Right off the draw, Anchor makes that save on the shot by Ritz. And the rebound is swiped aside. Lewis turning around and feeding Weber. Brophy, left wing boards for Lewis. Behind the net it comes. They cycle it up to the point. Weber through a crowd. That save is made by Ankrum. Not sure how we saw that. Brophy trying to play it out in front. He can't. Brophy gets it back. Brophy cross ice now for Travato. Travato through a crowd. That save made by Ankrum. It's still loose. Ankrum tries to cover. It's dribbling along the goal line. Lewis unable to bury it. Final minute of first period play. Imler over the attacking line. Imler unable to get it around Travato. Noah Ritz lost it to Rygaard. Around it comes now to Brophy. Brophy to the South Fayette bench where it's played by Romanelli. Mock shrugs off Morgan. Fisher from behind. Up to Rygaard. 20 seconds left. One last rush maybe for the Vikings here. Noah Ritz has it. Right wing circle. Ritz to the goal. Couldn't fight through the interference applied by Romanelli. And this puck is covered by Ankrum with just under 3 ticks to talk in period one. There's some lane changes here for Central Catholic. Daly unable to go forward, and so period one ends with just 1 goal between these Class 3A teams, and it was scored early by Chris Sargo, the Central Catholic freshman. Vikings 1, South Fayette Lions 0. I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Iron Bridge.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care. Iron Bridge was founded in 2011 to simplify interoperability in today's complex healthcare ecosystem. Their solutions have allowed over 100 organizations to harness the power of the cloud to exchange health data easily and securely. Iron Bridge makes simple healthcare integration easier and makes complex healthcare integration possible. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, or visit ironbridgecorp.com for more information. Matt Popchock back here at the Alpha Complex in Harmarville for PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, Game 1 of our doubleheader, presented by Iron Bridge, as the Central Catholic Vikings, leading 1-0 over the South Fayette Lions, begin period 2 offside. Chris Sargo's goal, third of the year for the freshman. The difference thus far, first period shots, 16 for the Vikings, 7 for the Lions. South Fayette, good in spurts in that first period after giving up the early tally, but not good enough to find a solution for Ben Balla just yet. And Balla's counterpart, Jackson Ankrum, under a good bit of pressure as the first period came to a close. Going to his stomach to try and play that puck was Watson. It comes up now to Sargo. Sargo has a couple of Lions on their heels. Draw pass to Morgan. Morgan's snapshot is held by Ankrum. South Fayette going to make a line change before this face-off in their own end. And the Lions win this face-off, which to this point has been something of a rarity for them in this contest. D'Alessandro chasing at the attacking line. Vikings control it. Albanese trying to use the boards to his advantage. Fisher sends it back in. Albanese surveying the play once again. Lead pass for Strobel. Fisher right there to greet him. It comes all the way back now to Snyder defensively for the Lions. Two-line pass to nobody in particular. The only man there, Billy George. George sends it back to his own zone. Mock is there for Lobanov. Lobanov from the high slot area. Shoots on goal, save. Ball. The rebound is controlled by George and cleared but not out. Snapshot from distance by Vizio is blocked. Haliburka from center red. Dumps this puck. Central changing on the fly. Home run pass to D'Alessandro. Nothing doing. No icing. Travato from the corner. And the alternate captain will send it up to the other young man wearing the A for Anthony Rayco, Kane Phillip, and Phillip drew a penalty. 2:10 gone by in period 2, and Central Catholic going on the Penny power play with a chance to add to its 1-0 lead. Penny connecting Pennsylvanians to a safer, more affordable healthcare marketplace. Visit Penny, PENNIE.com, or follow them on social media at PennyPA to learn more. Central Catholic just 7.7% on the power play in this young regular season. Second from the bottom in 3A. They love to get that going, but it's South Fayette actually that's going to get the power play. That penalty was on the Vikings as South Fayette equalizes right on the doorstep. Dylan Mock, the sophomore, goes 5-hole, and we are tied. .14:44 remaining period 2. My eyes deceived me at the time. I thought it was the Vikings who drew the tripping call as they entered the South Fayette attacking zone, but the men in stripes saw things differently, and South Fayette quickly capitalizes on the Penny power play. Dylan Mock scoring his first varsity goal as a South Fayette Lion, and we've got a brand new hockey game. Kalinko over the attacking line. Ivan Kalinko centering pass, snapshot, score! Make yourself a dang quesadilla, Mason Imler. And the Lions have their first lead in the blink of an eye. Both these teams have really tried to use their transition games here tonight, and South Fayette scoring a really pretty 2-on-1 goal there as Imler makes no mistake. And you better keep that puck. Imler's first goal as a varsity Lion. Mock and Imler within seconds. Power play and even strength respectively. And the tide is turned here in Harmarville. Icing on Central Catholic. Anthony Rako refuting the icing call. In any event, the faceoff comes up to the left of Bala. D'Alessandro with a clean faceoff win to the point. Vizio to Lobanov. Lobanov's shot blocked. Good gap control there by George as it goes out of play. So officially the power play goal by South Fayette reads Mock from Lobanov and Vizio. And we'll wait for official word, on the go-ahead marker by Imler. D'Alessandro against Gesso in the face-off circle. Gesso controls it. Behind the net, Albanese concedes to Lobanov. Lobanov down to D'Alessandro. Daly trying to clear the zone. Kalinko, as far as we could hear from public address, picking up the only assist on the goal by Imler. So it's Imler from Kalinko. Kalinko's second helper of the season. And again, Dylan Mock and Mason Imler each scoring their first varsity goals ever to give South Fayette a 2-1 advantage early here in period 2. Now, we saw this in the first meeting. Central Catholic jumped on top early, but South Fayette scored 3 times in a 3-minute span to take the lead in that game, and the rest of the game was a real seesaw battle. Phillip, just shy of the blue line, sends it off the glass. And again, South Fayette showing that in spurts at least, this is still a very dangerous hockey team, despite some of those early season struggles, especially on the offensive end. And we've got another penalty coming up, and this one will go against the Lions as D'Alessandro sits. So the Central Catholic Vikings will go on their first penny power play after all. South Fayette last year in Class AA was number 3 on the man advantage at 32%. Vikings looking for a counterpunch here after losing the lead. Judah Brophy left circle. Brophy looks things over, cross ice to Lewis. Lewis had trouble handling the pass. Sets it up for Travado to Brophy. Brophy through a couple of Lions for Lewis. Lewis shoots. Oh, what a save there by Ankrum. Ankrum maybe settling down a little bit after that shaky start. Allowed the first goal on the first shot. He's been solid ever since. Central Catholic toward the bottom of the pack on the power play last season, 21.6%. 7th out of 11 in AAA. South Fayette in AA last season had the #1 penalty kill, and that penalty kill being put to the test here. Lewis with 1:05 to go in the power play. Plays it out in front. It's loose. Ritz unable to scoop it up, and the Lions get a big clear courtesy of Imler. And Imler wants to come off here as Dylan Mock, the other South Fayette goal scorer, comes on. Lead pass to Lewis. Lewis put it off the tip of Ancrum's glove hand. That was a fierce-looking shot by the Central Catholic captain. Cross ice it'll come. Barofi from an angle. It's out in front. They score! Noah Ritz putting on the Ritz. Both power plays have cashed in, and we're tied at 2. Ritz is 3rd of the season and 2nd in as many meetings with South Fayette. Well, buckle in. We could be in for more back and forth hockey like we saw the last time these two teams faced off against one another. Central Catholic 2, South Fayette 2. 11 minutes until the ice cut here at the Alpha Ice Complex. Sargo at center. Above the right circle. Toward goal. Ancrum the save. Had to fight that puck a little bit, but came up with it. Clean face-off win by the Vikings. That shot taken by Jay Donahue is blocked. Halliburka battling in the corner. It comes out to Donahue. Donahue from distance, held by Ancrum. Central Catholic now with a little bit of momentum after pulling even. Wholesale changes for both teams now before this face-off in South Fayette ice. Right off the draw, Gesso. Ancrum had to be ready for that. Kane Phillip from the corner, looking for Daly. Kalenko up to center. Albany's to the corner, icing on South Fayette. Fisher around the boards for Daly. To the point it comes now for Albany's. Albany's through a crowd. I think Ancrum got a piece of that one, and the backhander by Phillip goes just wide. Out in front it comes to Dylan Mock. Mock under heavy pressure, and it's turned over to Phillip. Pass down low to Daly. Daly fakes, shoots, just wide. Daly hounded by Fisher. Phillip well covered, and he's dumped on his backside by Dylan Mock. Rygaard gets it to the corner before he's rubbed out of the play. South Fayette trying to change behind the play, and the Vikings trying to catch him in the bad change, but the outlet pass went off the official. That's a break possibly for South Fayette. Steal by Daly. Daly met by Vizio. Vizio ties him up effectively. Icing on the Lions. More line changes abound. Both coaches trying to keep the legs fresh here on this Thursday night. Vikings keep it just inside the zone. Travado for Ritz. Ritz trying to find Lewis, who was well covered. Imler up to center. File was poke checked. File reaching for that bouncing puck. Lewis near side to Travado. Weber to the corner. D'Alessandro for South Fayette, looking for a trailer, none to be found. Lewis in transition for Central Catholic, near side for Ritz. Ritz over the line, wide of goal. Brophy the rebound, gave it right to Imler, turned over to Ritz. Ritz turning around and shooting. Ankrum knocks it out of play just in time. Past the midpoint of this period and game. 8 minutes until the ice cut here in Harmarville. South Fayette and Central Catholic tied at 2. Central Catholic trying to snap a 4-game skid. South Fayette looking for its first regulation win. Their only win of any kind in the first month of the regular season came against the Vikings a couple weeks ago. Offside, Central Catholic. Kalenko over the attacking line. Kalenko snaps it off Ben Bala. That handcuffed him as it goes out of play. First time in a while we've seen South Fayette really get a crack at Bala at the other end. Territorially, this second period really dominated by Central. Vikings win the face-off behind, in front of Bala, I should say. Sargo to Jay Donahue, back up to Sargo. Bailey Donahue from above the left circle, deking and dangling. Unable to fool Nate Snyder. Central has to reset. Watson will start the breakout. Near side for Bailey Donahue. Sargo chasing this puck all the way to the corner. He has it for the Vikings. Morgan for Strobel. Strobel taking off the puck, but sticks right with it for Sargo. Strobel couldn't get around Dylan Mock. South Fayette clears it. Albanese to his defensive partner, George. One-touch pass back to Albanese. Central Catholic wants to change behind the play. Dylan Mock, one-touch pass to Bovalino. Bovalino follows this puck all the way to the blue line. Near side, it's sent in for Strobel. Halliburka has it toward goal. Never made it there. Albanese calling for the puck at right point. It goes left point instead to George. George from above the circle, near side for Albanese. Central Catholic has to tag up. Dylan Mock behind the net. Lines changing on the go. And a stoppage in play with 5:38 till the ice cut. And a penalty coming up against Central Catholic. High sticking the call as Halliburka will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free. And For the second time tonight, South Fayette going on the penny power play. Lions 1 of 1 on the PP. Dylan Mock, the goal. Mock has it. Mock from an angle. That save made by Bala. Travado clears it just underneath the stick of Lobanov. Kalinko at center. Up to Mock. Kalinko unable to keep it onside. Jesso shorthanded. Sends it the length of the ice. A minute 25 left in the power play for South Fayette. 5 minutes left in the period. Lobanov skating left side. Up to Kalinko. Kalinko chases this puck behind the cage. For Imler. Imler near side Lobanov. Lobanov to D'Alessandro. Back up to Lobanov. Lobanov trying to go back to D'Alessandro. Good read by Jesso, and he clears it. The Vikings catching South Fayette, maybe trying to do too much there as this puck is one-touched to the corner. Albanese will reverse the play now. Watson went down. Lucky break for D'Alessandro, near side to Imler. Lobanov through a crowd. That save is made, I believe, by Bala. Dylan Mock draws the double team. 28 to go in the power play. Cross ice. Kalinko gets turned around. Vikings unable to clear. South Fayette fighting for possession. Good work there by D'Alessandro. Lobanov with it. 15 left in the power play. Lobanov tees it up. That shot was deflected. It comes to the right side, and that shot is blocked. Good work there by Morgan. And Morgan will kill off the remainder of this penalty. Central Catholic now 1 of 2 on the PK. Vikings have it out in front of Morgan. Morgan shoots, and the save is made. Morgan was trying to drag it to his forehand and shoot it in one fell swoop, and he just flat out lost possession of that puck on the not yet cut ice here at the USA rink. South Fayette controls the face-off. Lead pass intended for File is broken up by Travado. Ritz over the attacking line for Brophy. Brophy fanned on the attempted pass. Brophy tied up and goes down. Play continues. Steal by Lewis. Lewis on the off wing. Lewis trying to protect that puck in the final 3 minutes of the period. To the corner for Judah Brophy. Brophy for Lewis. South Fayette takes over. Dan Hudson over the attacking line. Hudson above the left circle, shoots wide. Rygaard trying to get to the rebound. He's cut off. Brophy chased down from behind. Kicked at by Travado as players collide in South Fayette territory, and another penalty coming up here. Hooking the indication unofficially against Braden Rygaard. So Central Catholic gets its second penny power play of the hockey game. Vikings 1 of 1. Noah Ritz with the game-tying marker earlier in this period. Back to center it'll come. Phillip. To the corner. Fisher trying to clear it for South Fayette and does. And that'll take 30 seconds and change off the penalty clock inside the last 2 minutes of the second period in a 2-2 game. Wraparound tries. That save made by Ankrum. A good effort there by Jay Donahue. Better save by the South Fayette sophomore. Phillip, midway through the power play, to Gesso. Romanelli defensively, trying to shield off Nate Morgan. Morgan from the right circle. Looks things over. Morgan off the boards, up to Phillip. Phillip for Travado. Travado for Morgan. Lewis shooting. That save is made. The rebound is not yet covered, and now it is by Jackson Ankrum. 35 left in the Central Catholic power play. Vikings win the face-off. Travado for Brophy, back to Travado. Travado, near side for Lewis. Lewis shooting, the save is made by Ankrum. Oh, Lewis has been stoned all night. The Central Catholic captain still just the 1 point in his first 3 appearances this season, coming off the 25-point campaign in 23-24. Final minute of first period play, 15 seconds left in the man advantage for Central Catholic. Daly, near side for Brophy. Brophy flying, Brophy shooting, it's blocked. Rygard out of the box. Team's back to 5 aside. Ritz out in front, it's loose. Lewis has it. At the side of the net, it's fanned on by Brophy. Daly from an angle. That save made by Ankrum. Rygard fighting for that loose puck. Romanelli, 13 seconds left. Off the glass, but not out. Good play there by Travado. To the corner for Daly. Rygard gets in the way. Brophy down low for Ritz. Ritz out in front looking for Daly. It's played wide of the crease. And so we will cut the ice at the Alpha Ice Complex with a score. Central Catholic Vikings 2, South Fayette Lions 2. I am Matt Popchock, and you're watching it all on PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Iron Bridge. Back from Harmerville after the ice cut.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care. Both these clubs have played for the Pittsburgh Vengeance at one time or another, it should be noted. Shot from an angle, it goes in! The Vikings have scored! Himmler is double teamed quickly now by George and Lewis. Played out in front, a one-timer right on the doorstep of Ben Bala. Rygard through a sea of humanity still has this puck somehow for the Lions. Rygard to the goal. Rygard shoots, save made, Bala, the rebound right in front. Himmler misses the partially exposed net. Mock from his own end, Up to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro with room to maneuver. D'Alessandro shooting just wide of the far post. George, who this time clears the area. Up it comes to Albanese. Albanese around Vizio. Albanese from the circle. On front it comes. One-timer put wide by Daly. Around shot. Ankrum the save. Phillip from distance. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Rygaard on the counterattack for the Lions. Rygaard on goal. Save made Bala, and he quickly covers it atop the crease. Vikings recover, and here comes Strobel. Strobel centering for Morgan. Morgan dispossessed. Dylan Mock up ahead of the play. Offside are the Lions. Plays it behind the South Fayette net. It's taken by Ketterer. Ketterer to the point for Albanese. Albanese through traffic. Glove save by Ankrum. Brophy cross ice now for Travado. Travado through a crowd. That save made by Ankrum. It's still loose. Ankrum tries to cover. It's dribbling along the goal line. Lewis unable to bury it. It comes up now to Sargo. Sargo has a couple of Lions on their heels. Draw pass to Morgan. Morgan's snapshot is held by Ankrum. To his own zone. Mock is there for Lobanov. Lobanov from the high slot area. Shoots on goal. Save Bala. The rebound is controlled by George. And the alternate captain will send it up to the other young man wearing the A for Anthony Rayco, Kane Phillip, and Phillip drew a penalty. Second from the bottom in 3A. They'd love to get that going, but it's South Fayette actually that's going to get the power play. That penalty was on the Vikings as South Fayette equalizes right on the doorstep. Kalinko over the attacking line. Ivan Kalinko centering pass, snapshot, score! Make yourself a dang quesadilla! Lewis had trouble handling the pass. Sets it up for Travado to Brophy. Brophy through a couple of Lions for Lewis. Lewis shoots. Oh, what a save there by Ankrum. Looking shot by the Central Catholic captain. Cross ice it'll come. Brophy from an angle. It's out in front. They score! Noah Ritz putting on the Ritz. Sargo at center. Above the right circle. Toward goal. Ankrum the save. Had to fight that puck a little bit, but came up with it. Out in front it comes to Dylan Mock. Mock under heavy pressure, and it's turned over to Phillip. Pass down low to Daly. Daly fakes, shoots, just wide. Ritz over the line, wide of goal. Brophy the rebound, gave it right to Emler, turned over to Ritz. Ritz turning around and shooting. Ankrum knocks it out of play. Central Catholic now 1 of 2 on the PK. Vikings have it out in front to Morgan. Morgan shoots, and the save is made in a 2-2 game. Wraparound tries. That save made by Ankrum. Oh, good. Travado for Morgan. Lewis shooting. That save is made. The rebound is not yet covered, and now it is by Jackson Ankrum.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup Playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino, extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino, extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads-Up sports training system, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
All across the United States, each state has what's called an Immunization Information System. Immunization Information Systems, or IIS, are confidential, population-based, computerized databases that record all immunization doses administered by participating providers to persons residing within a given geopolitical area. In the United States, every vaccination registry is a bit different, which can become daunting and confusing. Enter PubHub. PubHub solves this issue by giving its providers the ability to connect and communicate to the state registry with one connection and one data format. For example, if a patient has received the COVID-19 vaccine, PubHub allows the provider to see if the patient has already received the vaccine, keeping everything safe and organized for everyone.
Iron Bridge was founded in 2011 to simplify interoperability in today's complex healthcare ecosystem. Their solutions have allowed over 100 organizations to harness the power of the cloud to exchange health data easily and securely. Iron Bridge makes simple healthcare integration easier and makes complex healthcare integration possible. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, or visit ironbridgecorp.com for more information. Matt Popchock here for the conclusion of Game 1 of our PIHL Hockey Night Live doubleheader on TenbandTV, presented by Iron Bridge. In Class 3A, it's Central Catholic Vikings 2, South Fayette Lions 2 after 2. The ice has been cut here at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmerville inside the USA rink, and almost ready to begin period 3. Shots in period 2, 13-5 in favor of the Vikings. Game totals through 2. Central Catholic 29, South Fayette 12. Where it counts, Chris Sargo scored early for Central Catholic, his third of the year. South Fayette answered with 2 goals less than 30 seconds apart. Dylan Mock, his first ever as a varsity Lion on the power play. And Mason Imler with his third of the season, and fourth point, not his first varsity goal. We want to correct that. Well, we can. So Imler's third coming courtesy of Ivan Kalinko. Mock's power play goal coming from Lobanov and Vizio. And 3 minutes later, Central Catholic tying it up on a power play of their own. Noah Ritz from Judah Brophy and Aaron Daly. Back to action here in Harmerville. Lions control, get it inside the Central Catholic line. It's taken by Lobanov. Lobanov between the circles, kick save Bala. Griffin Lewis from behind his own net. Lewis flying through center. Lewis, right wing circle. Plays it out in front off a South Fayette stick and nearly put into his own net by Romanelli. South Fayette may be a bit fortunate there as one of the Lions gets knocked down. Play goes on. D'Alessandro in the corner, hounded by Brophy. D'Alessandro and Brophy both going down along the near boards. George's shot from the left point is blocked. George and Albany's a defensive pairing to begin the period for Anthony Rako. South Fayette changing on the fly. Fisher paired with Snyder for Matt Schwartz's South Fayette Lions. Schwartz assisted by longtime AC and longtime friend Christian Hansen. This puck battle won by South Fayette. Rygaard, the alternate captain, trying to play pitch and catch with Imler, who has the most recent Lions goal. Imler vying for possession of that puck as it comes to Snyder, the newcomer. Watson sends it off the stick of Ankrum. Fisher going to the corner. Sargo got there at the same time, gets it up to Jay Donahue. Rygaard cuts off that pass, has Kalinko up ahead of the play. Kalinko stays on side. Rygaard around Donahue. Rygaard from an angle tries to tuck it in through Bala. That won't work. Central Catholic on the counterattack. Watson over the line. Nobody else to keep him company, so he just fires it off the near corner, and it comes out eventually to Luke Gesso. Vizio outside his own area. Vikings have to tag up. Vizio takes advantage and tries to get it up to Imler. That pass a little too far. Daly quickly taken out of the play by Hudson. Daly chasing this puck to the corner nonetheless. Phillip draws a double team. Phillip still has this puck. That pass deflected back to center by Bovalino. Weber for Travado. Waiting at center red, Kane Phillip. Gesso couldn't do anything with it. Icing on Central Catholic. Who is waiting in the wings for game 2? They are the Titans, the mighty, mighty Titans. Trying to start their season with 5 straight wins tonight as they will take on Wheeling Central Catholic in a Class 1A Gold Division tilt later on. Puck drop of that game coming up at 8:30 here on TenbandTV. Looking forward to bringing you that one. Looking forward to seeing Shaler for the first time in action in 24-25. They've been one of the better teams league-wide, really, among several remaining unbeatens in Class A. And that Gold Division, such a loaded division this year. You got Quaker Valley, Chartiers Valley, the reigning Penguins Cup champion, and you've got Shaler, which made the semifinal round last year. One-timer out in front, meanwhile, by Lewis, is held by Ankrum. And QV, CV, and Shaler all undefeated to begin their respective regular seasons. Face-off won by Central. One-timer just wide of Ankrum. Good effort there by Donahue. Halliburka trying to play it out in front, and he does. Ketterer is too well marked. D'Alessandro down the right wing. D'Alessandro poke check by Albanese. D'Alessandro tied up, penalty coming up on Central Catholic. D'Alessandro still has this puck, trying to get it to Lobanov. And Ketterer finally gets possession. And so the Lions are going back to the penny power play with 12:51 to go in the third. Hooking the official indication against Dante Albanese. And so the junior blue liner looks on as South Fayette goes back to the man advantage. Vikings get a clear right off the face-off. Imler near side for D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro over the attacking line. D'Alessandro skating wide, looking for an avenue. Goes back to Lobanov. Lobanov to D'Alessandro in the near corner. D'Alessandro monitored by Watson. That pass cut off by Daly, and Daly clears the zone. Central Catholic beginning this penalty kill with some good positional hockey. And a steal by Daly. Daly with a chance shorthanded, fires on Ankrum, and Ankrum bails out the Lions big time. I'm not sure even Aaron Daly is aware of just how much time he had to play with that puck and shoot it. Ankrum with a huge save to keep this game tied. Daly scoring twice for Central Catholic in a losing effort the last time these teams faced each other. Mock into the attacking zone. Midway through the South Fayette power play, it's been all Vikings, and they get another clear. Imler near side for Rygard. Rygard is grabbed. Play continues. South Fayette fans wanted to call there, and perhaps with good cause. Dylan Mock left circle, trying to go to Kalinko in front. It's broken up. A good read there by Donahue. And now 30 to go, and the minor penalty on Albanese. Two-line pass accepted by Kalinko, or is it? No, Daly took it over. Imler waiting for that puck. Imler over the line. Imler off balance, shooting it. That's off Daly's skate, and right back to Dylan Mock. Waning moments of the power play. Mock out in front. Couldn't shoot it cleanly. It comes to Rygard. Rygard fanned on it. Rygard again. This time he misplays it, and here comes Daly for the Vikings. Daly trying to get around Imler. Centering pass too far for Gesso as we're back to 5-a-side. Central Catholic 2 of 3 now on the PK as this is fired toward goal by Watson. Wide. Ten and a half to go in the third of a 2-2 game. Kalinko goes down in the neutral zone and wants to come off for a change here. Vizio coming on for Matt Schwartz as Seth Fayette is guilty of icing. Vikings working around. Slap shot by Donahue. That goes just under the glove, pardon me, of Jackson Ankrum. And Seth Fayette works it up to center. Vidak to the corner. Hudson from the left point. Vidak is tied up. It comes now to Hudson. Hudson is knocked into the Central Catholic bench for a moment as the Vikings possess this puck. Lewis puts it off a Lion's body. Bovalino with it. Bovalino gets rid of it in haste. Seth Fayette completing a line change behind the play. Morgan over the attacking line. Morgan with speed out in front, too far for Ritz. Lobanov following this puck. Dylan Mock trailing the play. Vikings take over. Up to center for Brophy. Brophy above the circle. It's deflected in! Judah Brophy has Pac-Man fever as he pinballed it off the defenseman. In soccer, they call it an own goal. For our purposes, we call it 3-2 Central Catholic. Judah Brophy, his 5th of the season to lead the team, and he'll take him any way he can get him. He just threw that puck out in front, and it looked like it deflected off Fisher, right off Fisher, and in between the legs of Ankrum, who never saw it coming. Well, sometimes that's all it takes. In a tight game, you got to get the junk through. And that time it pays off for Central Catholic. Kind of a fluky goal, but they all count the same, and the Vikings are on top here as we approach the midpoint of period 3. Ankrum under siege now as he covers. Well, I'm not so sure he did cover, actually. Ankrum perhaps getting a generous whistle as officials lose sight of that puck. Anthony Rako making a line change before the offensive zone puck drop. Now, the goal is announced to Morgan from Brophy, but I believe that will eventually be corrected. In any event, Central Catholic on top, midway through the final period. Steal by Kalinko, but Seth Fayette is offside. Now, they may have decided that Morgan somewhere in the mix got the last touch on that puck, but I think it just went off Fisher personally and went in behind the goalie. Central Catholic looking for more as Phillip puts it off Brody File and out of play. Phillip from an angle, blockered away by Ankrum. Ankrum perhaps a bit hard done by that bad bounce as this one trickles in. Dante Albanese has entered the chat. And Central Catholic has insurance with 8 minutes left. Albanese with his first varsity goal to make it a 4-2 game. I was about to say, Ankrum overall has played a solid game in goal for the Lions. That one, the Brophy goal, or the Morgan goal if you prefer. An unlucky bounce, obviously, but that one's all Ankrum. He got a piece of it, couldn't hang on. So Dante Albanese has scored for the first time as a varsity Viking, and that's big for Central Catholic with 7:40 remaining. South Fayette playing down by a pair and playing without one of its top scorers, Robert Chiappetta, as this comes up to Vidak. And they've got a bit of a mountain to climb here late. Reaching for this puck is Travado. Lewis playing this puck with urgency. Lewis's snapshot is blocked out of play. Both teams changing before this face-off to Ankrum's left. Three unanswered goals by Central Catholic, and it started with that power play goal by Noah Ritz. Vikings were their last 10 on the power play coming into tonight. That power play goal, big in a lot of ways for the Vikings. Officially, the most recent goal reading Albanese from Jay Donahue and Daly. So Daly with a multi-point evening as Ankrum makes the save with his glove. Vikings win the draw. Played out in front for Strobel. It's still loose. Halliburka fighting in the corner with Fisher. Donahue backing up the play to Albanese. Fisher for Lobanov. D'Alessandro near corner for Snyder defensively. Centering pass. Ketterer trying to shoot it on 1 foot. Waited a bit too long to do so, and South Fayette clears. Final 6 minutes of period 3. Icing on the Lions, who trail the Central Catholic Vikings 4-2. Central Catholic 11 goals in those first 2 regular season games. The 3 games after that, only 3 goals combined. So this game turning out to be, in more ways than one, really, perhaps a slump buster for Anthony Rayco's squad. Trying to get back to their winning ways and pick up a big 3 points here at home. Again, there's a new point system in the PIHL this varsity season. Regulation wins are now worth 3 points, as that save is made by Bala. Regulation wins worth 3 points, overtime or shootout wins worth 2. And teams still get a consolation point if they lose in overtime or a shootout, and no points for a loss, of course, in regulation. Should be interesting to see what the new system, what kind of impact it has, if any, on the playoff races this season. Brophy up to Ritz. Ritz goes down. Play continues. File fighting for it for the Lions. Up it comes now to Dylan Mock. Mock has a goal in this game. He's cut off by Travado. Lobanov trailing. Lobanov with room shoots it just wide. Final 5 of regulation. And we'll see how much longer the net to our left remains occupied. Griffin Lewis with it for Central Catholic. Will this be icing? Yes, it will be. South Fayette by inches getting that call. False face-off. No, a penalty. Slashing. And that one's a bit of an eyebrow raiser, and Mason Imler not putting up much of an argument as he goes off, but Central Catholic with a chance to really deliver a knockout blow here late in the third period. Not leave any doubt with South Fayette still on the surface in this thing, but again, playing without one of their top offensive weapons. Certainly they have their work cut out. Lions get a clear. And time, for that matter, now South Fayette's enemy. Central Catholic really just has to be smart with this puck, keep the ice tilted, and not turn the thing over. Morgan from the corner. Central Catholic on the penny power play. Donahue down low to Morgan. Up it comes now to Watson. Watson for Jay Donahue. Donahue to Phillip. Phillip puts it off Rygaard. Now goes around Rygaard and goes cross ice for Watson. Central Catholic taking its time. Watson on goal. Ankrum the save. And you better believe that was by design. Central Catholic just kind of ragging that puck, tracing the perimeter before finally putting it on goal, trying to use that clock to their advantage as much as they can with a 2-goal lead. Vikings control the draw. Travado for Daly to Lewis. Lewis out in front. Oh, good save there by Ankrum on Brophy's one-timer. Travado center point for Daly. 45 to go in the power play. Daly out in front for Ritz. Ritz puts it off Ankrum. Noah Ritz with the power play goal in this game. Snapshot by Daly goes wide and all the way back through center. Half a minute to go in the power play. Travado outletting too far for Daly, but right to Noah Ritz. Up to Brophy. Brophy for Daly. Daly creating space. On goal, kick save, Jackson Ankrum. Travado fakes, goes to Lewis. Lewis shooting. That might have caught one of his own men in front. Daly from an angle. That save is made. Back to the point it comes. Out of the box is Imler. 2.5 to go in regulation. Central Catholic still has this puck. Griffin Lewis unable to pinball it behind Ankrum. Imler over the blue line. Leaves it for nobody in particular. Stretch pass to Noah Ritz. Ritz is poke checked. Lewis trailing the play for Central. Ritz out in front. One-timer by Brophy is stopped. What a job here late in the game by Central Catholic to keep the ice leaning to the left. Distant shot there by Bovalino. Easy save for Bala. And a timeout being taken, evidently, by the South Fayette Lions. PIHL fans, it's time to do that PIHL hockey for another season. But first, we need to do that PIHL hockey sponsorship. TenbandTV is once again planning coverage of the entire PIHL regular season and postseason from now through March. And TenbandTV offers ad subscriptions for your business or organization for as little as $49 a month via Shop Pay, cancel anytime, or you can build your own package tailored to your own budget. Visit TenbandTV/advertise and contact sales@tenbandmedia.com. That's sales@tenbandmedia.com for more information, and enter the promo code TBTV-hockey at checkout for 10% off your first ad purchase. Final 2 minutes of play here in Harmarville for Game 1 between South Fayette and Central Catholic. Shaler and Wheeling Catholic up next. Vikings trying to snap a 4-game skid and get back on track here on home ice. 3 unanswered goals by the home team, including 2 in this third period. Judah Brophy unofficially, and then Dante Albanese tallying for the Vikings just over a minute apart. 1:08 to be exact. Net empty down to our left. South Fayette going 6-on-5 for the time being. Vikings win the face-off, and they've really been dominant on face-offs here tonight. Icing on Central. Kalenko against Morgan to the left of Ben Bala. Central Catholic wins another. But South Fayette quickly takes possession. Lobanov trapped along the boards. It's taken by Sargo. Chris Sargo from the blue line. Sargo trying to backhand it on goal. He can't. A good hustle play there by Dylan Mock. Central Catholic offside. Albanese thought he had something going there. And Ankram's going to stay off here as the faceoff comes just outside the South Fayette line. Imler for Mock. And Central Catholic forces the lines to reset. Imler over the attacking line. Imler around Albanese to the point. Lobanov off a skate. Lewis can't get there. Jay Donahue taking charge. Jay Donahue fires wide of goal. Final minute of regulation. Lewis will rag this puck. Uses the boards to his advantage, to take some time off the clock. Steal at center. Gesso unable to take full control. Rygaard chips it around Albanese. Half a minute left out in front. D'Alessandro, the one-timer. It's in! Don't call my name. Don't call my name, D'Alessandro. We're not done yet. Trevor D'Alessandro's third of the season for South Fayette makes it a 1-goal game. 29.2 ticks to talk. And the South Fayette net remains empty. More 6-on-5 hockey to come. Icing on the Vikings. Well, Central Catholic's been so good on faceoffs tonight. If you're Ray Travato, you don't mind taking that chance. And if you're Anthony Rako, I'm sure you don't mind either. This time, though, South Fayette wins the draw. Puts it on goal. It's loose in front, and Bala locates it. Nail-biting time here in Harmarville. Tie up in the face-off circle. Central Catholic controls. Noah Ritz with 15 seconds left. Fires and hits it off the post. Ritz finding metal but not mesh. Steals it now. And he nuzzles that vacant nylon with exactly 8 seconds on the clock. And Vikings fans can exhale. Ritz wasn't missing that time. His 4th of the season, 2nd of the game. And it comes 5 against 6. 6 seconds remaining. Daly to the corner. That's it, and that's all. Hockey hugs for Ben Bala. He too can exhale. 2 exciting games played in less than a month by these 2 AAA teams. And this time it's Central Catholic that prevails over South Fayette by a final score of 5-3. The Vikings now 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 overtime losses for 8 points. South Fayette remains on 2 points as they fall to 0 regulation wins, 1 overtime win, and 3 regulation losses. Thank you, Todd Kazarowski. Thank you for watching and listening. Shaler and Wheeling Catholic are up next here on PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Iron Bridge. Central Catholic defeats South Fayette 5-3. I'm Matt Popchock. We'll see you on the other side. Both these clubs have played for the Pittsburgh Vengeance at one time or another. It should be noted. Shot from an angle, it goes in! The Vikings have scored! Himmler is double teamed quickly now by George and Lewis. Played out in front, a one-timer right on the doorstep of Ben Bala. Rygaard through a sea of humanity still has this puck somehow for the Lions. Rygaard to the goal. Rygaard shoots, save made, Bala, the rebound right in front. Himmler misses the partially exposed net. Mock from his own end, up to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro with room to maneuver. D'Alessandro shooting just wide of the far post. George, who this time clears the area. Up it comes to Albanese. Albanese around Vizio. Albanese from the circle. Out in front it comes. One-timer put wide by Daly. Around shot. Ankrum the save. Phillip from distance. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Rygaard on the counterattack for the Lions. Rygaard on goal, save made Bala, and he quickly covers it atop the crease. Vikings recover, and here comes Strobel. Strobel centering for Morgan. Morgan dispossessed. Dylan Mock up ahead of the play. Offside are the Lions. Plays behind the South Fayette net. It's taken by Ketterer. Ketterer to the point for Albanese. Albanese through traffic. Glove save by Ankrum. Brophy cross ice now for Travado. Travado through a crowd. That save made by Ankrum. It's still loose. Ankrum tries to cover. It's dribbling along the goal line. Lewis unable to bury it. It comes up now to Sargo. Sargo has a couple of Lions on their heels. Draw pass to Morgan. Morgan's snapshot is held by Ankrum. To his own zone. Mock is there for Lobanov. Lobanov from the high slot area. Shoots on goal, save. Ball. The rebound is controlled by George. And the alternate captain will send it up to the other young man wearing the A for Anthony Rako, Kane Phillip, and Phillip drew a penalty. Second from the bottom in 3A. They love to get that going, but it's South Fayette actually that's going to get the power play. That penalty was on the Vikings as South Fayette equalizes right on the doorstep. Kalinko over the attacking line. Ivan Kalinko centering pass, snapshot, score! Make yourself a dang quesadilla! Lewis had trouble handling the pass. Sets it up for Travado to Brophy. Brophy through a couple of lines for Lewis. Lewis shoots. Oh, what a save there by Ankrum. Looking shot by the Central Catholic captain. Cross ice it'll come. Brophy from an angle. It's out in front. They score! Noah Ritz putting on the Ritz. Sargo at center. Above the right circle. Toward goal. Ankrum the save. Had to fight that puck a little bit, but came up with it. Out in front it comes to Dylan Mock. Mock under heavy pressure, and it's turned over to Phillip. Pass down low to Daly. Daly fakes, shoots, just wide. Ritz over the line, wide of goal. Brophy the rebound, gave it right to Emler, turned over to Ritz. Ritz turning around and shooting. Ankrum knocks it out of play. Central Catholic now 1 of 2 on the PK. Vikings have it out in front to Morgan. Morgan shoots, and the save is made in a 2-2 game. Wraparound tries. That save made by Ankrum. Oh, good. Travado for Morgan. Lewis shooting. That save is made. The rebound is not yet covered, and now it is by Jackson Ankrum. Valley, Chartiers Valley, the reigning Penguins Cup champion, and you've got Shaler, which made the semifinal round last year. One-timer out in front, meanwhile by Lewis, and a steal by Daly. Daly with a chance shorthanded, fires on Ankrum, and Ankrum bails out the Lions big time. Brophy. Brophy above the circle. It's deflected in! Judah Brophy has Pac-Man fever as he pinballed it off the defense. Ankrum perhaps a bit hard done by that bad bounce as this one trickles in. Dante Albanese has entered the chat. Big in a lot of ways for the Vikings. Officially, the most recent goal reading Albanese from Jade. Travado for Daly to Lewis. Lewis out in front. Oh, good save there by Ankrum on Brophy's one-timer. Take full control. Rygaard chips it around Albanese. Half a minute left out in front. D'Alessandro, the one-timer. It's in! This time, though, South Fayette wins the draw. Puts it on goal. It's loose in front, and Bala locates it. But not Mesh. Steals it now! And he nuzzles that vacant nylon with exactly 8 seconds on the clock. South Fayette remains on 2 points as they fall to 0 regulation wins, 1 overtime win, and 3 regulation losses. Thank you.